And today we have the super cool, very talented and amazing Mithila Palkar and Dhruv out here. As viewers, it's been quite a roller coaster ride for us also, because we've been following you guys since season 1, episode 1. And you know, it's been that long. But at that point of time when you guys started, did you guys feel that, oh, this is going to really go big? Because it was one of the first web series out there, right? Mm-hmm. So what do you guys think at that point of time? Did you know it's going to go this big and have this impact?
We never thought of making a show to make it this big. And the way the show was born also, it was so like it came out of 2 sketches that we did, and our producer Ashwin Suresh went up to him and said, hey, why don't you write a show, because a lot of people want to see the 2 of you together for a longer duration of time. That's how the idea came about, and then of course Dhruv made it what it is. But so nobody really thought. We started on YouTube, so like and we started at a point where web show as a concept was very new.
Correct.
So we didn't know what it was like, what fate it was going to have. We just thought we'll have fun. We our motto has always been to be honest to the characters that we are playing, and it continues to be so. I don't think we intend to do anything more and beyond and larger than life than what we like. This is who we are and this is what we do.
All right, Dhruv, what about you? When you started, being a part of the whole, making process and all of that, writing in every bit of it, what did you think at that point of time, like right back then?
Nothing, yeah. I mean, there were 2 characters and we just had to be honest to them.
Yeah.
Be very, very truthful. And while doing all this, to make sure that it's not a boring and a dull show, that it has its own sense of humor, it's full of lightness, and the characters don't have to shy away from talking about things which are not very, very comfortable to speak about. Just this, just honesty, keeping it light, keeping it real, and pushing and pulling them in different directions,
All right. Okay. Another question that I'm just asking out of curiosity is that Mithila's character name is Kavya and yours is Dhruv, which is also your real name, Dhruv Sehgal. So is there a reason why you kept your name the same and Mithila's is Kavya? Is there a reason behind that?
Yeah, it's a marketing reason. So
okay.
It's a boring answer. Just so that you can identify more. And they do it in the West a lot. Larry David is known as Larry in Curb Your Enthusiasm. And Louis is known as Louis in his show. I don't know what Aziz is known as in Master of None. But they keep doing it, and it's something that has a good recall value.
Yeah.
And it's something that the writer doesn't think of, but the producer say, apna naam dal de. So, yeah, it's a marketing decision.
Now, another thing that I really want to know is that over the episodes with each season, we've seen the different layers to the characters of Kavya and Dhruv. So, is there a particular characteristic trait that you found the most relatable?
Just taking the liberty to speak on both our behalves. Just the idea of confusion that these characters have, that they're confused, and I really relate to that. Ki tum bhi thode confused hoi. And I think that's also something that people sort of resonated with. Our generation, we are confused almost all the time. So I like this thing that, should I do this? If I do this, I'm not going to be happy, and I know, but I have to also think about my parents. But if I move to Delhi, then what, that confusion I kind of relate to.
Yeah, I think in an interview you also mentioned that you feel that you are 50% Kavya and 50% Dhruv.
I keep saying that.
Okay, why would you say that? Like, would you want to elaborate on that?
Because just because she's a girl doesn't mean that I don't relate to her.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So in the sense that that like what she felt when she saw her parents after a long time, seeing that her father, whenever he gets up from the bed, he has his knee aches, and what that made her feel. I could completely get that. I get the feeling of wanting to be at home, but knowing that that's not exactly your home.
Yeah.
So a lot of the things that she goes through, I totally relate to.
Okay. All right. Since we're also talking about scenes out here, is there a scene throughout the seasons there that is your most favorite or the closest to your heart?
I don't think either of us can pick one. But I really enjoyed, and I think the reason I love it is because how it was on paper to what Ruchir did with it was just, it was beyond my imagination, at least. I don't know about Dhruv, but there was in the 3rd season, the last episode when we are having this long conversation on the tennis court.
Yeah.
Was not scripted.
Oh, is it?
I mean, the conversation was scripted,
of course.
but it was a sit on the couch and have a conversation.
Dhruv, is there a scene that is the closest to your heart?
I mean, it's not a scene, but it's a shooting day, and it's the 6th episode of the 2nd season.
Okay.
So, because I wanted an entire episode just on the bed, that you can spend an entire day on the bed and yet have a great day, a wholesome day. So that was my idea, and then we did it, and then we went on flows with it. And the first shot that Ruchit took, he said, "Let me do a one-take shot of this also." Then he took a one-take shot of it, and that's when I realized that everybody cares about the show, because he said that this is a lot of fun, and I told him, shoot the entire episode. Each scene is just a take.
Wow.
There are no cuts, and that's actually the grammar of the episode. And he said, I don't know whether, it'll work with the producers and all. So then he said, if you guys are up for it, I will shoot the whole episode in that form. Each scene is one take, and I will reshoot the entire episode conventionally also with multiple takes. And all of us like, but are we gonna do this in one day? He's like, we only have one day, and we did it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was the most fun we ever had, because
true,
everybody
that's
was
true,
just
that's
racing against time, and it was so much fun and so much energy. That to me stands out as my favorite day on set.
Okay, was there a specific challenge that you remember from that day that, like, as a team that you guys faced?
Nothing. Time was the only challenge, but otherwise everybody was on the same page. Everybody
and
was.
enjoying.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a lot. I don't think not something that we hadn't thought of, and then it suddenly occurred to him, and we were like, okay, we're all on board. And it was, everything on that set always happens in unison. Nobody is against anybody's opinions. Like, it just, I think we all think also similarly. So I think
There are a number of food moments in this show, and I can see those big smiles on both of your faces. Okay, which is that one food item in this show that is mentioned that has grown to become your favorite because of this show?
I don't know. I really like mutton cutlet gravy as a dish. And for those of you who want to know it, you actually get it in Cafe Excelsior in town. Food.
Yes.
In the show, the characters don't get to eat that, because to me that was the idea of pure happiness, which they keep chasing, but they will never get till how many ever seasons. But yeah, so for me it's my favorite thing.
What about you?
I can't seem to remember why Biryani Monster came about, but I could be one.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
Especially like I think over the last few months I've been shooting in Hyderabad for something, and the number of biryanis I've had over there, and I think it's like, acha aur kuch I can't think of what to eat, I'll have biryani.
so that's your go-to dish
That's
out
become
there.
yeah. Also, it's Hyderabad, and the biryanis there are phenomenal. so.
Obviously. Okay, is there a go-to dish that you have apart from mutton cutlets?
Yeah, so many, man.
Mithila Palkar also actually becomes.
Yeah, my go-to dish would be parathas, or sounds very boring, but it's actually not poha. I really like poha a lot, or sabudana khichdi. These would be my go-to dishes.
Yeah, I don't find it boring because I think in season 3 there was a mention of tari poha.
Yeah, there was.
So is that your favorite version of the poha, or?
No, I like your typical Maharashtrian with grated coconut.
Nice. In season 3, it was quite a roller coaster out there. We were like, oh my God, please, Kavya and Dhruv, please be together, fight it through and stay together. In season 4, what can the audience expect?
It's the same, it's not the same journey, but it's the next part of the journey, and you'll relate to them again. These characters will again resonate with you and will make you feel a lot of things. And I feel that I think you will love them even more than you did before.
Really nice. Okay, now before I end this interview, a message that you like to give your fans.
Oh, thank you. Just a big thank you for all the love, and just for all the love, man.
Awesome. All right. And for all the fans out there who are waiting for season 4, I hope you guys love it, and we can't wait for it. And Mithila and Dhruv, all the very best for Little Things season 4.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Stay tuned to MissMalini.